Today I started to believe in spiritual stuff. Hi there, I'm Glenn Ross, and today we'll be talking about why I started to believe in spiritual stuff to begin with. I know I haven't really talked a whole lot about spiritual stuff here recently, but there for a while I believed I was a shaman, and it was just a big mess. Let's put it that way. Um, anyways, so you're probably wondering what really got me started in all of this. I wasn't very religious or spiritual or anything like that. I was agnostic. I believed that there was a higher power, but I didn't really know what else to believe other than that. Um, I looked at everything from two sides. I didn't disbelieve in something, but I also didn't believe in something, so I was agnostic. Then I met my ex. Okay, so um, from when I met my ex is when I started to believe in spiritual stuff a little bit more, right? How her and I met was I had received a friend request and my heart started racing. It was beating real fast. I was like, something about this friend request is different from all the other friend requests I've received on WoW. Keep in mind this was on WoW. I didn't know her. I didn't know I didn't know her friend who I was farming with at the time. I didn't know anybody. Well, I got a friend request, and then I felt like something special was about this friend request. Now, I didn't fully believe in spiritual stuff. Don't get me wrong. It was more or less like a this happened for a reason type thing, and I just left it at that. Like I was like, okay, I knew this something was gonna happen. I knew, but I still didn't believe in spiritual stuff that much. Well, when her and I started hitting rocky roads, I had prayed to God, and keep in mind this is coming from somebody who was agnostic, who believed in a higher power, and who was literally trying to find any way possible to make things work with this girl. Well, I had prayed and I just asked for a sign. I didn't specify what sign, I didn't really specify what for. I just prayed for a sign. Well, I have the photo somewhere, and I don't, I really don't know where it's at because I really wished I kept it on my phone. But I started to ride my bike. I rode my bike all the time during that time. Wasn't abnormal for me. I rode it 2, 3 times a day. Nothing abnormal. Rode the same direction I always ride, and it just so happens right after I get done praying, I was inside. I was in my room. I remember this very vividly because this is a day I'll never forget. I had seen something in the clouds. So keep in mind, I had just prayed, then I left the house, went on a bike ride, and about 2, 3 miles down the road, I received a sign. Keep in mind, I didn't specify what sign, I didn't say what this sign was supposed to be for, I didn't specify at all. How many of you can guess what I saw in the clouds? This is a very, very magical time for me. Um, I had seen a heart-shaped cloud, and oh, no, let me rephrase that. It wasn't a heart-shaped cloud. It was like the hole in the clouds were the shape of a heart, and on top of that, it was also like it looked like somebody had drawn a heart with clouds in the sky. You know, there were no other clouds around it. There was this very, very prominent heart-shaped cloud or figure in the clouds. So, for those who don't know much about cloud formations and stuff like that, I don't know how to explain to you how hard and how possible something like this was. You know, so this is why I believe in spiritual stuff, because the possibilities of this happening are next to nothing. You know, you don't pray for a sign, receive a sign, and not only a sign, but a very vivid sign. You know, a heart, which at the time I thought was like, okay, so things are gonna work out between us. I don't think that heart was meant for my ex and I. I think it was meant for my spiritual belief in the spiritual world. So, the reason why I've come to this conclusion is because obviously things didn't work out between my ex and I. You know, and the more I think about it, the more I remember I didn't specify what this sign was supposed to be for. You know, I just prayed for a sign. You know, I saw this Jim Carrey video on if you tell the universe what you want, the universe will give it to you, but you got to let things pass as it comes. So with that being said, I had prayed and I was so upset. You know, I was so upset with the universe after my ex and I broke up. Things were not working out for me, and I forgot, or I didn't really forget because I saw this Jim Carrey video after, like years after this all happened. Basically, what had happened was I I was upset with the universe, you know, like who wouldn't be? You know, you find this girl of your dreams and they're torn away from you, and then you're upset with the universe. Well, one thing that I didn't do was I didn't let things come to pass. You know, I was upset with the universe. I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm upset with you, you know? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that that heart shape was not for my ex and I, it was for my relationship with the universe. Now, I know a lot of this sounds crazy, but this is my experience. You know, this is exactly what I had experienced. And I've got a lot more experiences to share with you guys that make me believe in spiritual stuff. Now, I don't necessarily believe in Christianity or Judaism or a specific religion because I believe in every religion because every religion has some truth to an extent. You know, keep in mind that religion has been passed down by many years by humans. You know, like we have altered what the true meaning of religion means, and not on purpose. It's literally like that telephone game. You know, you tell somebody something and they tell the next person in front of them something, and it keeps going on, and then by the time um, the last person hears what the person has to say, you know, it's different between the first person and the last person. You know, it's completely different. So religion has been altered by humans over the course of thousands of years. Um, So I don't believe in one religion. I believe in every religion to an extent, and I can't stress extent enough because how can you fully believe in something that has been altered throughout the years? You know what I mean? Um, I do believe that is all, though, actually. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.